Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Wisnut with Big Wiz Training. Today we have a special topic to go over, requested by one of our buddies on Facebook. It's called plateau breaking. It's going to go over pretty much how to break through any plateau that you might encounter during your training. Today's video is going to go more over specifically in weight training plateau breaking. What I mean is pretty much this is going to be more geared towards your average guy who's just going to go in the gym and lift weights to go for basic overall size. First thing to remember is that there are, this is pretty much, everybody probably knows this. First thing to remember is that there's three different types of training that you could possibly go for when you train. You have muscle strength, you have hypertrophy, and you have muscle endurance. Okay? Most of us know that. If not, now you do know. Okay? Muscle strength is going to be your lower rep range. It's going to be roughly 4 to 6, maybe 7 or 8 reps. That's going to gain your strength, probably overall power in the end. Hypertrophy is going to be overall size. This is what bodybuilders are mainly focused on. It's going to be 8 to 12 rep range, sometimes 6 to 12 rep range. Muscle endurance is anywhere from 12 to 15 plus reps. So anyway, strength training, plateau breaking. I have a couple of them here. The first thing I want to mention is what's known as isometric training. Technically, you're not even doing any reps. You're holding a concentric movement in position, which is gonna build overall strength and muscle endurance, okay? An idea of this would be known as planks. This can be done on any exercise, okay? If you'd want to do it with bench press, you would pretty much hold the bar at almost the bottom part of your chest, right? That's gonna develop an overall strength. It's not the best way to train, but it is one way to differ things up. Most of you guys know about negatives, or aka eccentric training. Eccentric training is really huge because a lot of people pass this up. You've basically got three parts to an exercise. The eccentric is usually the easier part of the repetition, okay? This is where you're going down on the bench press. Second part is the pause, and the third part is the push. Now the thing is, the push part of your bench press is usually the hardest part, and you're going to get fatigued pretty quickly. But most of the time, you're going to be able to do another drop, okay? A lot of people are focused on just that push, 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 push part of the repetition. It's not all about that. You have three separate parts, so use them to your best. Anyway, there are other things. Let's see, you got rest pauses, where you're going to do a certain amount of reps, usually lower weight. Pause for literally 10 seconds, bust out a few more reps, pause for another 10 seconds, bust out a few more reps. That's a great way of doing it. What else do you have here? Explosive training. Explosive training is huge. You know, you go down slowly and then explode up. I also have your 5x5 training. Some of you might know it, some of you might not. 5x5 training is taking basic compound exercises and doing 5 sets by 5 repetitions. Partial reps are pretty good. Partial reps are pretty much doing half of the repetition so you can gain more strength, okay? Partial reps are usually used for, you know, your basic compound exercises. Most of these actually are. Anyway, so those are basic ideas for strength. All right, moving on, we have muscular endurance. Muscular endurance is the continuous flow of exercising. Okay, there are so many things to do with muscular endurance that the possibilities are endless, okay? Starting with the basic ideas, all you want to make sure you do is keep on moving, okay? Ways of doing this would be drop sets, supersets, tri-sets, giant sets. You got round robin, where you're going from exercise to exercise to exercise to exercise without stopping. 21s, a lot of you guys know what 21s are. Most people use them on bicep curls. That can be done with absolutely any exercise that you want to do, you know? You don't have to do them with just bicep curls. Another one is called isolation training, okay? One of the main things to do, guys, is to cut your time in between sets. If you're going for muscular endurance, cut the time in between sets by half, okay? And lastly, we're going to go over hypertrophy. Okay, this is basically a bodybuilder's type of exercising. It's 8 to 12 rep range, and it's basically stimulating the most muscle growth. Hypertrophy is strictly for building size. What I do want to go over is more or less a difference in your training program, okay? Most of you guys know that you don't have to do the same amount of repetitions for the same exercise. You don't have to do just 8 repetitions for 3 sets. You could do 8, 10, 12. You can do 12, 10, 8. You could do 3 sets of 8. You can do 4 sets. You can do 5 sets. There are a few training programs that are different. There's things like FST7. Some of you might know what it is. That's called fascia stretch training. The only difference is you're going to go through a regular workout routine. The only difference is on your last exercise for a given body part, you're doing 7 sets. Basically, the general idea is to completely annihilate that body part, okay? 7 sets is quite a bit, and that's a good way to end it. Another one is called 10 by 10. 10 by 10 basically means 10 sets by 10 reps. You're going to take one exercise. More or less, it's going to be a compound movement. It doesn't have to be, but you want to do 10 sets by 10 repetitions. Volume training. Volume training is big. It's actually what I'm doing to help with my training for the Tough Mudder. Volume training is huge. Volume training basically means you're going to be doing a certain amount of exercises and sets and reps within a given time period. Okay, you're trying to squeeze it in a little time period. Oh, there's also, let's see what else is here. There's full body workouts, guys. Why stop thinking all simple-minded in the simple fact that you can only do one muscle group per day. Like you have to do chest and triceps, or legs and calves, or back and biceps. Stop thinking like that. You want to change your body up. You want to give it you want to break through the plateau. Do a full body workout. It's going to kick the crap out of you. So don't be afraid to change it up. Don't be afraid to do 2 big body parts in one day, like back and chest, or legs and shoulders. Don't be afraid to do it. Try it out. See how it works. You don't have to do it forever. Try it out for 3 weeks. You know, this is plateau breaking, so do something different. Like I said, there's going to be a 2-part video. The next video is actually going to discuss more specific athletic training type of plateau breaking. Okay, there's plenty of other ways to do it. I'm talking things like kettlebells, medicine balls, body weight exercises, plyometrics, all those sort of things. There's plenty of different ways of doing it. Okay, so stay tuned for part 2. If not, let me know about how this video was. Like, comment, share, like as usual. Please share this video. This is actually a very, very important video that a lot of people need to learn about and actually have a lot of questions about. So if you do have questions, just post it on Facebook, facebook.com/bigwiztraining, youtube.com/bigwiztraining. Subscribe. It'll really, really help it out. Other than that, I'll probably make the second video either tomorrow night or tomorrow during the day sometime. Other than that, this is Mike Wizenut with Big Wiz Training. Peace.